Today, I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about the MSP360 platform. You've heard a lot of people talk about platform. You've heard a lot of people talk about actually the positioning of, not talking about backup anymore, starting to talk about data protection and business continuity and what that means to the MSP. But a lot of things that we're also going to touch on here is sort of how we're very different and how we actually cater very specifically to the MSP market. Back at the end of 2021, we announced our channel platform, our channel program, and then we're going to go 100% channel. At the same time, at the end of 2022, we've transitioned almost all of our transactions at this point to the channel. We were founded in 2008, originally as Cloudberry. Some of you may know us from those legacy days. In 2019, we changed the name. If you'd like to learn a little bit more about that, go jump into the breakout session and ask. It's a funny story. We have over 8,000 partners. We're currently serving everybody worldwide. What makes us really different for MSPs is we have no long-term contracts. We are month to month. We actually believe that our services and our software speak for itself. If you can't deliver something that our software should deliver, at the end of the day, you shouldn't pay for the long-term contract as we evolve and work with you to solve that problem. We give you all the flexible storage options, actually more than anybody else. We give you the ability to store from $6 a terabyte to $23 a terabyte. Highly responsive, 24/7, 365 customer support. Everything's managed in a single pane of glass. We're going to talk about that here in a second. We give you free migrations to all workloads. All of our MSPs get our services at no additional cost to be able to help you move from one competitor to another, one solution to another, and also to help you be able to configure and get things up and running for new customers. We have the highest margins. We currently average about 35 to 40% below pretty much any of our competitors for MSPs. Our volume discounts incentivize you to be able to utilize our platform more, and our speed of deployment and ease of deployment is actually something that we talk about quite a bit. From a market validation perspective, I know that there's a lot of different reviews out there. We're building our reviews more and more and more on the platform today. We've done a pretty good job of actually getting out there and being in front. We take our customer feedback seriously, and we start to actually make changes internally and be able to evolve the product and give you guys exactly what you need. The problems we solve today versus when we were just Cloudberry is we know it's just as backup. We now have our own RMM. We have our own Connect platform, which is a secure remote access web-based and client-based platform. And then we also offer a full integration with Deep Instinct, which is an independent view, called an independent auditor of anything as it relates to an EDR or an EPP. I know it's a session coming up next month. These guys have a 99.9% efficacy rate. They've proven it time and time and time again. And partnering with a company like Deep Instinct allows them to not only watch what's happening inside the ecosystem, but also allows them to watch us and be an independent view of exactly what's happening in our software and prevent any breach from happening from either the SaaS side as well as anything from an external threat, something somebody would install. Today, our RMM actually supports Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. It's priced per admin, not per endpoint. So as you grow, number of endpoints you grow, you're not necessarily penalized by the number of net new endpoints you bring in. Your costs don't incrementally go up. The endpoint protection and prevention provided by Deep Instinct is per endpoint. It's easily deployed through the RMM, and it's easy actually for our MSPs to be able to go in, connect, see everything in a single pane of glass, and not necessarily have to move between one platform and another to be able to get the information you need to respond to any kind of ransomware or any kind of breach that would be occurring at that point in time. Connect allows you to utilize our platform to be able to either use a web-based component or a Windows-based remote access FAT client to be able to jump in. It's a fast and stable solution. You don't have to use something like TeamViewer or anything like that to be additional product to be able to go in. It's also priced per admin. It's included in the RMM as a part of the RMM package. If you want to just use Connect by itself, it's unlimited endpoints, unlimited sessions, easy to understand, easy to license, and then easy to manage. It allows you to go in, troubleshoot backups. It allows you to come in and troubleshoot anything on the RMM side. It allows you to work with your customers and support exactly what they need, whether it be general questions, screen sharing, configuration, helping them overcome a phone problem, whatever the case may be, if they're using any of the N number of telephony systems out there today. And it enables you to be able to service them effectively and efficiently without really having to go into another application and manage another solution. It is truly, and we're driving towards a single pane of glass. Our backup has expanded drastically. Besides on-prem storage support and the ability to be able to replicate from a physical machine to a virtual machine like a Hyper-V, we also allow for you to back up almost actually any ecosystem. So any operating system into any cloud as well. We also give you the capability to stand up your operating system, whether it be a server, whether it be a desktop, if somebody needs to do something like BDP, and in AWS, we can get that up and running in EC2 really, really quickly, and we can help you actually recover that system back to the on-prem solution. We give you a dashboard now that actually complements Backup Radar quite well, and it gives you the capability to be able to troubleshoot your backups, see what's going on inside your ecosystem from the RMM perspective, from an alert and management, all the way through to, hey, did I have a failure in backing up any kind of file folder or application? It's now application aware for VMware, for Hyper-V. It also utilizes mutable storage, object locking, and actually we're now one of the first vendors to be certified by AWS for their new cyber storage offering. So first and foremost, AWS has introduced what they call a new class called cyber storage, which essentially guarantees that not only can the data not be manipulated and guarantees the restore and or the recovery of any of the data that's placed inside the bucket itself, but MSP360 has become one of only a handful of vendors that have been able to become certified in the cyber storage offering. Outside of the RMM, the Connect product, and the backup product, our offering to the channel and what we're working on today is anybody who wants to try our RMM, you can have access to RMM free for the next 6 months.
And Brian, it's kind of the closeout time. I think you're there anyways, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. We're happy to see everybody in the breakout session, and thank you very much for your time.